Good morning, friends, and welcome back. I'm Mrs. Gordon, and I'm so glad you are here with me today to learn new things. We have been talking about space, and today we are going to talk about rockets. Do you know what a rocket is? Have you heard of the word spacecraft? Do you know what rockets do? So if you have some materials, I would like to create one with you today. Construction paper or crayons or markers, glue sticks, grab all those things and let's get started. Spacecraft. What are spacecrafts? Spacecrafts are vehicles that go into space. They can carry people and things. Some spacecraft go into space without people inside. Astronauts fly some spacecraft. What do spacecraft look like? You have a nose, tail, wing. Some spacecraft look like jets. They have a nose, wings, and a tail. Rockets look like tall tubes. They have tops shaped like cones. What are spacecraft made of? Spacecraft have metal parts. Scientists also make special parts to build spacecraft. Some spacecraft are covered with special tiles. They keep the spacecraft safe from heat. How did spacecraft look long ago? Early spacecraft were capsules. Capsules were sent into space on big rockets. The first capsules carried animals. Later, they carried one astronaut. What is a rocket? A rocket lifts spacecraft into space. It is filled with fuel. Fuel makes the rocket lift off from a launch pad. Flames and smoke shoot out as the rocket launches. Let's make a rocket together. First, I have my blue construction paper. This can be any color you like. As you can see, my construction paper is shaped like a square. Remember, a square has 4 sides. Now first, I'm going to take the body of my rocket. I cut out the body of my rocket like a rectangle. Remember, a rectangle has 4 sides. Can you cut out a rectangle? Once you cut out your rectangle, let's glue it onto our paper. I'm going to make some small strokes down on my rectangle. And I'm going to paste it right in the center of my paper. Don't forget to smooth it out. Now I want to put a top to my rocket. Remember, our book called it the nose. I'm going to put this at the top. It's shaped like a triangle. Remember, the triangle has 3 sides. I'm going to paste my rocket. The triangle to the rectangle. Do you have a rectangle and triangle so far? Make sure you have these 2 parts to create your rocket. The last piece of my rocket, this looks like a funky shape. But it's curvy, halfway like a circle, and then I cut out bits of triangle. This is representing my fire for the rocket to launch off. The rocket needs some type of fuel or gas for it to take off into space. I'm going to stick that right at the bottom, the tail. So my rocket has the body, which is the rectangle, the nose, which is the triangle, and then our little funky shape, which is the fire. It looks like half circle and little triangles. Did you know that rockets have names? I'm going to name my rocket simply my name. Rocket 1, Mrs. Gordon. What would you like to name your rocket? You can name it anything you like. So we made our rocket, but guess what else is pretty cool in space? A telescope. I'm going to leave my rocket here so it can prepare for launch. If you have a paper towel roll, you can create a telescope. Or if you just have paper, that's okay too. I'm going to take my paper towel roll and roll it together. And you can glue yours or tape. Sometimes I feel tape works better. I'm going to take a couple pieces of tape to hold my paper towel roll together. Do you know what telescopes are used for? Scientists and even people that are just interested in space use it to look at the stars, moons, and planets. I have this cone part. This is where I'm going to put at the end as a lookout. It helps capture so I can see different features of space. We're going to do it that way. That looks better. Again, I find it easier to tape it down. Do you like to see out of telescopes? Have you ever looked out of a telescope? It helps you look at things more closely. It looks near or sometimes far. Here's my telescope. Can you look in yours and see things? I can see the sun, the moon, and stars. Let's prepare our rocket for launch off. You ready? 1, 2, 3, blast off! You did such amazing work today creating your rocket with me. I hope you named it and that you'll be able to go out in space and explore, look at those planets, stars, moons, and suns, and grab your nearest adult and tell them what a rocket means. Until next time, I wish you well.